Alright guys, welcome back to the channel for another review. We're here today at Bikebiz in Parramatta, and today we are out on the brand new 2023 Triumph Street Triple Single R. Alright. Alright guys, so first thing that I noticed jumping on this bike straight away is that it's fairly, the pegs are in a fairly aggressive position. Your legs are fairly tucked up here. Handlebars are in a good position though. So yeah guys, excited to be on this bike. I've been wanting to ride this bike for quite some time now. I haven't been able to get out on one of these, been waiting for a demo to pop up, and yeah, finally we could get out on the bike. Unfortunately it's not the RS, but yeah, I mean, apart from a few little things here and there, these bikes are pretty similar. Alright, and today we really want to find out is it worth buying the RS over the R? That's the question we want to answer today. We're also Alright, so we're going to go through a bunch of different things today guys. We're going to talk about starting out with the comfort, what it's like, what it feels like riding the bike. We're going to talk about the electronics, and then we're going to talk about the engine, and then finally we'll talk about the looks. So yeah guys, so starting out with the comfort of this bike, and like I just said, I was a little bit surprised when I got on this bike. The pegs are quite tucked up. I have ridden the previous generation, the RS, and yeah, it didn't feel as aggressive in the pegs. I think these pegs are a little bit further back, which is very interesting, but obviously the handlebars feel very, very similar. The tank feels really, really nice between your legs. Definitely not an uncomfortable bike, but I don't know if I'd want to do super long distances on it. But yeah, it feels pretty nice. The tank feels a little bit different though to the old model. This one feels a little bit, I'd say, narrower. So you can tuck your legs in a little bit more, which is nice. But yeah, fairly comfortable bike. I think the pegs, I think you get used to it after a while. Alright, so talking about the electronics now, obviously this dash is a little bit different to the RS model. I don't know if I like which one I like more, to be honest. I quite like this model, this dash. I think it's very similar to the Trident. If you've been on the Triumph Trident, but yeah, I actually quite like it. I think the RS is a little bit too much going on. This is quite simple, good readout. Obviously, this comes standard with a quick shifter up and down, which is nice. That quick shifter works extremely well. I love Triumph quick shifters. I think they're the best in the business alongside BMW. I love triples. I think for a road bike, I just think they're just so good. I think the torque is there, it's manageable, sounds fantastic. What are you doing, man? Oh yes. And the power of this bike. Let's get onto the engine now. The engine of this bike is where it shines for me. I just think it's such a grunty you know, torquey engine that isn't overwhelming. I think if you were stepping up from a smaller capacity bike, it's not overwhelming, which is really, really good. I think it sits right in that middle ground of just differences between this and the RS. Obviously you're about 10 horsepower down, which, to be honest, in real world sort of use and road use, you're not going to notice that 10 horsepower. I know I definitely wouldn't. So I don't think you're going to notice. I haven't ridden the RS, but I don't think you're going to notice the power difference. Obviously this hasn't got your O-lins. The RS has an O-lins rear shock, and you haven't got the big Stylema brakes, Brembo brakes that the RS has as well. But apart from that, obviously comes standard the RS with Pirelli Supercorsa SPs as well, which are my favourite tyre. Alright. Yep, good power delivery, really smooth like always. Triumph do such a good job with their fueling. Such a good sounding bike. I absolutely love the sound of these bikes. I just think the triples are the best sounding bike out there. Once you throw a pipe on this bike, I just think these Triumphs, these street triples are probably the best road bike you can get. I just think they're such good value. I think the fit and finish of these bikes are just, oh, they're just stunning. The suspension's fairly stiff on this bike. It's definitely not supple. See what it's like on the freeway here. Hopefully there's not too much wind, guys. Right, so obviously being a naked bike, it's not going to be fantastic on the freeway. You haven't got much wind protection in front of you. Obviously, if you really wanted to, you could put a bigger screen on there. But again, I don't really see the need for it. Oh, that quick shifter, guys, is so good. And you know what? As much as I think the pegs are a little bit further back, actually I'm already getting used to it. No mountain roads around here to test out what it's really like. Acceleration is really nice. Really responsive. Throwing it side to side feels really nice. Another thing to note, guys, as well about this bike is that it's such a versatile bike. Like, you know, I think this is very, you know, there's a couple other bikes I'd put in this category, but as far as like a do-it-all sort of bike, I just think this is such a fantastic option. I mean, you can do track days on this bike, you could, you know, commute, you could do some longer journeys on it. I just think for an all-round sort of bike, and I've said this before on the channel, is that I just think it's such a well-rounded bike. I just think in the beautiful white. Obviously this for this year they've changed some of the fairings. The tank is a little bit sharper. The front fairing is a little bit different. But yeah guys, what a fantastic bike. Absolutely loved riding this today. And yeah, tell me what you think in the comments, what you think about the R and the RS. I know for me, I personally think it's a tough call, but I think the RS is probably where it's at as far as value for money goes, with the O-lins and bigger brakes and everything like that. Different dash. But yeah guys, thanks once again. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate all the support, and big thanks to Bikebiz for letting us take this bike out and do this review. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget to send us a comment in the description below. I always like to hear your thoughts of what we should ride next. There's lots of new reviews coming out for the channel, so stay tuned for that. And yeah guys, ride safe, and I'll catch you for the next review. Thanks guys, bye.